I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. So I know Melody has taken a social media break, and she has gone on a little bit of an hiatus ever since everything has been revealed. But prior to her hiatus, she had been posting consistently, and she also made a post over on her story, and it showed that she was doing a round of interviews, and I was so excited, but also curious to watch the interviews to see what exactly she's going to be saying in her interviews, because we all know she hasn't really been promoting the show, which is fairly different and new. Also, I'm wondering if she's going to be doing an interview with Dustin Ross, seeing as though she hasn't been doing interviews. Everybody has done interviews with Dustin except Melody. Typically, they kick the interviews off with Melody. So like I said, she hasn't been promoting the show. She hasn't been doing any line of interviews or anything. So I'm wondering if this is the start of her line of promo, and if she's going to, or Dustin Ross is going to be releasing the interview that he's going to be having with her on the Saturday coming up. She also did an interview with DJ Scream over on his platform. It's called the Big Facts Network, and I'll leave the link to that in the description box down below. And I'm also going to leave about 4 minutes of that interview at the end of this video, because I thought it was also an interesting interview. And I also want to talk about the interview tomorrow over on Live, because even in this interview, yeah, she may have mentioned the show, but she didn't really do any promoting for the show. I don't know, maybe I missed it. So let's dissect it over on Live tomorrow. But with that being said, Marcus posted over on his story yesterday that y'all got some power for real. Hashtag MELOMETERS, hashtag Lamh Huntsville, hashtag also starring, which is interesting to me. Like, I'm wondering, is he going to be on the show? What's going on? I wonder what he means by that, because again, Mel has taken her hiatus, so we don't really know what's going on, and we don't really know what he mean by that. But Nostradamus did go live, and she mentioned, or failed to mention, that she was on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Oddly enough, Millie Chun stated in her video that when people were asking her about Love and Marriage Huntsville, she made it seem as if she wasn't on that show any longer, basically stating that she was on that show. And so people have been feeling like she has an announcement coming up. Maybe she's going to be leaving the show soon. Who knows? In my opinion, she's doing that for attention. She does any and everything for attention. And who even knows if this has anything to do with Nostradamus? It probably has nothing to do with Nostradamus. But I'm just throwing some theories out there because I'm wondering what he means. But seeing as though it says now starring, I'm going to say that he might be featured on some episodes. Things are kind of heavy right now with the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast and producers and everything. Just really being up in the air because of the relationships with the cast, and also, you know, Kiki passing away just recently. May she rest in peace. But with that being said, you guys get in my comment section and you guys let me know what you think of these interviews. Let me know what you think about Mark putting this on his story. What do you guys think he mean by y'all got some power for real? And of course, it gives very much big bar, big beehive energy. Again, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Whenever I walked away from my marriage in 2020, I immediately started therapy for myself and my children. So they've been in therapy since 2020. I always knew that I didn't want to end up having them being adults who are traumatized and those traumas aren't addressed, because that's what you have a lot of times now. You have adults who just never dealt with childhood trauma. They never
didn't know
did
how
therapy.
to talk about it.
Correct.
Never had a path to talk about
Never
it.
had a path or, safe space to talk. As I've gone through this very public scandal and divorce, music has just been another outlet, a way for me to share my emotions, share my feelings, because it's important to try to do that in a healthy way, right?
Of course.
And so music has really allowed me to just share what I'm feeling and let it resonate.
Hey, let's highlight, right, a city in Alabama that is growing, doing well. We've got NASA, that we have the Redstone Arsenal military base. The FBI now has a whole spot there. So it's just growing like crazy.
Can't forget about the big A&M.
Hey, A&M, that's right. I graduated from A&M in 07, so HBCU all day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I told you, I can't keep up with your multiple hustles. So what we're going to do is just let you pop it right now. This is what I got going on. This is what I'm selling. This is what I'm doing. These are my ventures. I'm going to just let you pop it because I can't keep up.
Okay, we're going to work on that, though. But, yeah, we're going to work on you keeping up with what I got going on.
I'm trying.
So, no, you know what? I've been blessed to just be, I guess, multi-talented, multi-interested in a lot of things, and learning how to multitask and just really allow myself to do everything I desire to do has been a blessing for me. So I have 7th Avenue Beauty, which is my skin, body, and hair care brand.
Salute on that.
Yeah, products are vegan, natural, paraben-free. I have an amazing Black female chemist out in Dallas, Texas. She and I work and formulate everything together, fully certified. Been a chemist for over 20 years. So all of our products they're the truth. They're the truth. I also have a masterclass with Melody, where I actually teach property preservation. So since 2020, I've created over 800 entrepreneurs since 2020 from people all across the nation. So property preservation is managing foreclosed properties for banks. And that's what I used to do. That's how I first became a millionaire, then made it a multi-million-dollar business. Of course, through the divorce, dissolved all of that and literally started all the way over from the ground up. Of course, I love my music, so I still get a chance to go in the studio and do my music just as a way to express myself and allow that to be an outlet. And I have a production company, Tilted Crowns Productions.
Okay.
So, I stay busy, and I'm a good mama who loves spending time with my babies too.
Very, very important. How do you find the time to balance it all? You understand what I'm saying? Because I have multiple endeavors going on too.
Yeah.
And for me particularly, I always say and I'm not trying to overdo the spiritual thing in this conversation, but if I pray all the time. I'll be praying like 7-8 times a day. Like anytime I get start to veer left, veer right, whatever the case is, let me just pray about this. Let me just let me drink some water. The basics, you know what I'm saying? Just to get myself back on track. But how do you manage it all?
So for one, I don't focus on balance, right? I focus on prioritizing. So I don't really believe there's a balance. We've been trained to think, you got to be balanced spiritually, emotionally, and all this physically. I don't believe there is a balance. At some point, something's going to be more important than something else. It's just what it is. So I prioritize. So for example, if I have a contract that I got to get in today, that's my priority. But if one of my babies gets sick, that becomes the priority for the moment, right?
Yeah,
and so another benefit too has been really integrating my children into this entrepreneur life that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm down packing orders, they're down wanting to, Mom, can I help? So can I help you do something? They keep up with inventory the same way I check them, make sure they right, but they keep up with inventory. They love I guess I can say I'm kind of instilling in them how to be an entrepreneur out the gate, but that's all they've known. All they've ever seen since I've had them, I've been an entrepreneur solely working for myself. So that's what they know. And I integrate them in it. Like it ain't you don't need to know. They'll ask me, so Mom, how did your performance go? Mom, how did the speaking engagement go? And guess what? Sometimes I fly them with me and they're there to witness that firsthand, to see what it means, why Mommy's working hard, what this looks like, and what the results can be when you do work hard. So
for the women out there that want to be entrepreneurs, and then we all know in entrepreneurship, it like sometimes you get into and people understand you have to kind of fail and you learn from your failures. But you have to fail. It's not just like this thing. Like people put on social media look, I got my business, I'm making millions of dollars, it's all good, right? They don't put the failures and the hardships in there. But what would you say to that woman, particularly especially an African American woman that's trying to become a successful entrepreneur?
If you're trying to become an entrepreneur, first and foremost, surround yourself with some entrepreneurs, right? You've got to have people around you who have a similar mindset, who are not limiting what it is that God can do for you in your life, who are pushing you on those days. Because I went through a very public scandal and divorce. So there were days when I didn't even want to get up and do stuff, but I had people around me who come on, Mel, let's go. Hey, we got to get this contract in. Hey, Mel, you got to go to the speaking engagement. Even when days I didn't feel like getting up going to, I felt like, how am I going to go speak and inspire somebody when I'm over here sinking myself right now? You know what I'm saying?
Self-love. There you go.
Absolutely. So you have to have people around you who have a similar mindset. Be okay with cutting off people who don't.
Okay.
You ain't got to apologize to nobody for it. You ain't got to feel like, oh, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. If you know that there are people in your life who don't align with your purpose, be okay with letting those things go and cutting them off. Every second of the day matters. So I get up early, I stay up late. I get up early, and that's real. And I know it sounds kind of cliche, but that's real because I've had the disappointment of, what if I had got up just an hour earlier?
Yeah.
Dang, I could have got that done. I don't like that feeling.
I hate missing that phone call.
Man, see what I'm saying?
I don't miss that phone call, literally.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't
It's not in
That's why I spend my